Hello students, today's class is based on analogy. It is the second class of analogy and we have covered a few concepts of analogy earlier in the previous class. So this is the continuation of analogy that we are doing here. So in the first class students, we had seen examples wherein there were two pairs given in which there was one missing word and we were trying to figure that out. For example, if you all remember, just for a quick recap, like let us take an example like if fish is to swim, then what will bird be related to? So we used to find out a common relationship that the fish has the ability to swim, so we can say ability for a fish has an ability for swimming, so bird has the ability of flying, so bird is to fly. Now the examples that we covered in the first class were of this type, wherein one complete pair was given and one word was missing in the second pair. Now we are going to look at some different type of examples. For example, let us take, say, Satyajit Ray is related to films. Then what will Picasso be related to? So here students, we have to understand the relationship again. So Satyajit Ray's profession was making films. So what profession did Picasso have? That is what we have to find out. So suppose if you have examples like literature, here your general knowledge works. Then you have drama, the third one is poetry, and the last one is painting. So what do you think? Who was Picasso? Was he a poet? Was he a painter? Was he related to drama or literature field? We all know Picasso was a painter. So D is the answer. So here what is it? One pair relationship is clearly given and it is just in place of words. It is in a sentence formation and we have to figure out the one which is missing. Now same way, let us take another example. Palm is related to hand. Now the previous one was very direct. It was about the profession of people like Satyajit Ray to films and Picasso to painting. But here this is a little tricky one. Palm is related to hand. In the same way, a soul is related to what? So you have to think properly before choosing the correct one. So suppose let's take the options given: leg, ankle, knee, and the last one is foot. So will as the palm is related to hand, it is the front facing part of the hand. So the surface area or the facing part of the sole is related to which body part? Leg means entire leg. Is it related to entire leg? No. So it's out. Is it related to ankle? Ankle is something very much different and the sole is nowhere related to it. So ankle is out. Knee is much more far away from the sole. So there is no connection. The right answer is foot, because the flat part of the foot down is sole, just like the flat part of the hand is palm. Is that very clear, students? Let us look at some examples further. So if we take petrol is related to security. In the same way, insurance is related to what? Now let us look at the options. Do not choose any option in a hurry. Understand the relationship deeply. Analyze well before you make the final choice. Now, if we look at this example, petrol is related to security. Patrolling is being done for security reasons. The motive of patrolling is security. So why do we do insurance? What is the purpose of insurance? Here the relationship clearly shows purpose or the motive. So insurance has got to do with money. Insurance has got to do with the word policy. Insurance has got to do with the word finance. But you have to understand the relationship deeply. It talks about the purpose or the motive. Okay, the aim. What is the aim of patrolling? To give security to people. So why do we do insurance? What is the aim of it? Money? No. You have to pay money for insurance, so that's another angle altogether. Then insurance comes in the form of policy, so we got nothing to do with it. It's not serving the word purpose. Then insurance is for finance? No, not at all. They are no way related. We get the insurance policy for our protection. So protection is the correct one. You have to understand deeply the relationship between the pair which is already given. Petrol and security, how they are related. Same way you have to find out the word which is related to insurance. So these are the in sentence formation you may have analogy questions. Now let us look at the next example. Now here one pair will be given, and earlier we used to have one word missing. Here another pair is totally missing. You have to find it out. For example, if we take arrows is to related to quiver. Now the options here are fear is to tremble, then money is to bank, then we have sound is to music, and the last one is coin is to mint. Now how are arrows and quiver related? Let us understand it deeply. Arrows are being kept in a quiver. Okay, quiver is like a container in which we can put arrows. Same way fear is kept in tremble? No. Sound is kept in music? No. Coin is kept in a mint? No. Money is kept in a bank. So that is why B is the. Now students, let's take a different type of an example. This is Roman number 1 is to transaction. Then in the second pair, the first word is language and the second word is missing. That's Roman number 2. Now there are two answers that you got to find out here. Now considering Roman number 1, the options are money, business, contract, and the last one is agreement. And for Roman number 2, the options are, they will have PQRS. So P is communication, then Q is media, R is conversation, and the last option is scholar. Now we have to try to fit in different examples. Here in this case, what you have to do, students, sometimes say like for example, if we take there can be a business and transaction goes hand in hand. Yeah, contract is also and transaction may go hand in hand. Money and transaction may go hand in hand. But when you make one pair, you try to analyze the relationship between them, the same relationship should be applicable when you look at language with the relation to the missing word in the second pair. So for example, if we take, if money, with money you have a transaction, if you're fitting money here, what do we have? Money is used for making a transaction, then language is used for what? So if you find the second word, if money if you're taking over here, and for language whatever suitable word if you're finding, then it's fine. But if the suitable word is not there in the options for the word which goes with language, then you have to skip that, then you have to try some different combination. For example, business transaction we can say, but language nothing will fit. So I think taking business is not a good idea. Then contract and transaction are not, I think, much more similar, so let's keep it. And agreement and transaction also doesn't fit in much, but let us try money. So if we take money and transaction here, if we take the answer to be for Roman number 1, the answer can be, so if the answer is money, money is, what is the relationship then? Money is used for making a transaction. A transaction cannot be done without money, right? Same way, what cannot be done without a language? A scholar? No. Media? No. Communication? Communication are actually, see, requires language also, but communication is verbal, non-verbal both. Okay. So it can be done without language also, with signs and gestures. So communication word is given to confuse you. Conversation is something that you have to speak, which you cannot do without a language. Am I clear? So the first Roman number will be money, and the second answer that will be conversation. So money is required to make a transaction, same way language is required for a conversation. Is that clear, students? There can be two possibilities, there can be many to confuse you. There can be one a matching word for the first pair, but you may not find the same relationship to get a matching word in the second pair, then you have to try some other options. So there is where the tricky part comes. Now the next example is of a little different type. Now the question is, which of the following is same as rabbit, rat and mole? Now let us look at the options. Mongoose, frog, earthworm, ant. So now rabbit, rat and mole, what do you think? What is the relationship between these three animals? Rabbit, rat and mole are animals. Okay, what is the relationship between them? They are small creatures, then probably they live in holes, all of them have a tail. Okay, so these are the different thoughts you get. Now let us analyze. Frog is nowhere related to this category. Ant is nowhere related. Okay, now we just talked about that they all of them live in holes. Rat, rabbit and animals are which live in the hole. Therefore mongoose is the one which fits in. It's an animal which lives in the hole. Is that clear, students? So sometimes the words are there to confuse you. You have to make the right choice. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Which of the following are same as wrestling, karate and boxing? Now let us look at the options. This is very clear, I am sure, students. It clearly shows what are wrestling, karate and boxing. What is common between these three? All of them are martial arts. So do you think swimming is a martial art? No. Polo? No. Badminton? No. Judo? Yes. Judo is a martial art. So you can have 3 words given and then you have to pick the 4th one. This is one type of analogy. Now we will consider a different type of analogy. Suppose it is given in this format. The formats may change. Crocodile, chameleon and tortoise. So now you have only these 3, and what you are supposed to find out, they are reptiles. The next option is they live near water. They have hard shells, and the last option is they change color. So now we have to find out to which type these 3 belongs to. So if we take crocodile, chameleon and tortoise, are they reptiles? Yes, they are. But let us look at another examples also. They live near water. Crocodile not necessarily, chameleon does not. So this one is out. They have hard shells. Not all of them have a hard shell. And they change color. No, only chameleon can change colors. The others don't. So finally they are reptiles. The first one is the correct one. Let us take the next example. Vigor, vitality and stamina. So now again the options are, they are terms related to medicines. They are terms related to instincts for fighting. The next option is they are terms related to tolerance. And the last option is they are terms related to inner strength. This is a test of your vocabulary also. How much meanings you know. So vigor, vitality, stamina, do you think they are medicines? They are not. So let us remove option A. It's out. They are the instincts for fighting. Vitality, stamina instigates you to fight? No. They are somewhere related to tolerance? No. They are meant for, we always say, I have the stamina to do this. I have the vigor to do this. So it is all about related to your inner strength. So these were the different type of example, students, that we have covered so far in English language. Now there is something called number analogy also that we shall proceed with. Students, now we will cover number analogy. The ground rule remains the same, that you have to understand the relationship, but here now we are going to deal with numbers. So let us take this example. Suppose 3 is related to 11, then what will 7 be related to? Now, if for finding out the relationship, let us derive a common formula that can be applied to both. So if we look at number 3 and 11, and let us see the options as well. The options are 22. Here you have to first look at the options only and try to figure out what fits in. So what do you think? 3 is to 11 would be having what common formula that we can apply to 7 is to one missing number. so that maybe 7 and 22 can pair up, or 7 and 29, or 7 and 18, and 7 and 51 can pair up. So if according to my knowledge, if I observe number 3, if I take for example 3 multiplied by 3, if I take is 9, and then to reach 11 I will do plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So what exactly we did here, the first number we are taking square of it, and then we are doing plus 2. So do you think this is applicable to 3 is to 11, but will it be applicable to 7? So if we take 7 and we take square of 7 and plus 2, then what will be the answer? 49 plus 2 will be 51. So is 51 there in the options? Yes. So D is the correct answer. Is that clear, students? Let us take another example. Which number is like the given set of numbers? Now one given set will be there. Given set is 3, 7 and 31. Now you have to find out the relationship between these three numbers which will be applicable to the next number. Which number? The fourth number they want you to find out. So 5, 15, 45 and 49 are the options. So what do you think? What is the relationship between 3, 7 and 31 if you observe them properly? Don't you think they are prime numbers? Yes, they are. So 15 is not a prime number, 45 is not a prime number, 49 is not a prime number. So 5 fits in. So the fourth number that will fit in the series in the given set of number will be 5. Was that easy, students? So there can be many such matches that you have to figure out. Suppose you have a sum like 21 is to 3, then what will 574 be related to? Now here the options are 23, 82, 97 and 113, 113. Now if I look at 21 and 3 properly, what I feel is 3 sevens is 21. So the second number multiplied by 7 should give 573. So if 3 sevens gives 21, so in place of 3 we don't know what it is, multiplied by 7 should give 574, sorry. So if we figure out, the answer will be 82 multiplied by 7 will give 574. Therefore 82 is the correct answer. Is that clear, students? So in number analogy there will be different principles applied. There can be matches of square roots, cube roots. There can be prime numbers, composite numbers. There can be a lot of combinations of plus, minus, multiplication. So that you have to figure out and you have to see according to options what fits in the best. So I hope the analogy lesson is clear to you. The next time we are going to proceed with the next lesson. So for watching the next upcoming video, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thank you, students.